Hello there, my little cupcakes. How you guys doing today? It is your favorite Shadow Boy YouTuber of all time, coming back at you with the amazing digital dating sim. And today we'll be starting the Gangle route. I hope you are looking forward to it and see what they implemented into this very game. And also there will be some of my tried amazing voice acting skills. I hope I keep getting better at trying to do that. Without further ado, let's get into it. Disclaimer, this is a fan-made game in no way officially affiliated, endorsed by Glitch Productions or Gooseworks. All events and interactions in this game are not canon. Please do not reach out or harass anyone in Glitch's production team about this game. This game contains bright flash transitions. You have your disclaimer if you haven't been here for the Jax route. Anyway. Welcome to the Amazing Digital Dating Simulator. Slice of life style, school setting where anything and everything is possible. I am Ken and I'll be your principal for the duration of your stay here at the Amazing Digital Academy. Help your classmates pull pranks on the teacher, become a straight-A student or a rule-breaking delinquent. All this while possibly find love along the way. But enough about my wonderful creation. Let's get you enrolled. First things first, what uniform will you be donning? The male uniform, I'm a male. Sounds good. How about your name? What should we call you? Master of the Universe, no, I'm joking. Shadow. Shadow, huh? I sure like that name. Yep, it's my name. Alrighty then, Shadow. Then let's head inside. Hi, my name is Shadow. I'm a transfer student to the Amazing Digital Academy. My parents moved to the countryside after a vague, tragic event that changed the course of our lives. After I said goodbye to all my old friends, my parents got my transcripts and packed up the car. Today is my first day at this new school. I glanced down at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger, so where's the teacher? As I step into the room to let in any other students that might be late to class, someone else hops into the room. The figure looks like a tall white piece from a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. It takes me a moment to put two and two together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely this name can't really be... Hello, my name is Kinger. You must be pleased to meet me. Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake more out of instinct than out of a genuine sense of excitement. Good morning, students. On the docket today, we have a new student named... what's your name again? I'm Shadow, don't mess with me, and we'll be good. Ready-o, go on and take an open seat, Shadow. Most of our students don't bite. One of the other students, a purple rabbit, seems to grin at this. I take a moment to think of who to sit by. Yeah, we sit next to the shy-looking girl with a comedy mask and a ribbon body. Hey, Gangle. I sit next to the shy-looking girl with the comedy mask and ribbon body. But even as I sit down and look at my new desk neighbor, she doesn't seem to have noticed me. Instead, she is drawing something in a sketchbook. I'm not used to being ignored like this, so I lean over to see what she's drawing. Once she notices me, she flinches away, blushing furiously.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. You're the new student, right? Shadow, I'm Gangle.
She seems really timid. I'm not sure there's anything I could do that would make her feel at ease. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Gangle. What are you working on?
Oh, these?
Gangle seems surprised by the question, but doesn't shy away from responding.
Well, sometimes I just like to sketch. They're not really good or anything.
That's cool. So you're an art student? Gangle offers me a sheepish smile.
That's right. I guess you could call me an artist.
She pauses a moment, seeming to revel in that statement before timidly correcting herself.
I'm mostly sketching stuff, nothing crazy.
Right as I catch a glimpse of her happy demeanor, she retreats back into her own shyness. I'm about to open my mouth to ask about her skittishness when the abstract figure near me speaks up. Gangle's just being modest. She's actually a really good artist and the star of our school's art club. Gangle blushes again, giving another one of the shy smiles that seem to be her trademark. The blush and the smile are kind of cute on her. Yeah, that is. That she is. She's very cute.
Oh, thanks. I think your art is really good too, Zubul.
So that's what their name is. Gangle seems pretty confident talking to Zubul. They must have a history. So you're both artists? Zubul shrugs. Yeah. I do a little bit when I have time. I don't do it as often as Gangle, though. Can I see your art? Gangle. I asked Gangle to see her art first.
Oh, well, maybe,
She riffles through the papers, taking a few moments to look for one she deems good enough to show. She timidly hands me the sketch. An anime-style sketch, complete with big eyes, small mouth, and a big head. Upon further inspection, it kind of looks familiar. Gangle interrupts my thoughts.
It's kind of a rough sketch. Please don't look too close.
She says the latter phrase under her breath. I'm not sure if she intends for me to hear her or not. This is impressive, Gangle. Gangle smiles and blushes, timidly taking back her sketch and giggling.
Thank you. This is really nice of you to say.
There's a lingering warmth in her tone and smile as she goes back to sketching. I feel like I'm getting along with Gangle despite her shyness. Hi Dungful, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. We are currently busy with the Messenger's dating sim. We are currently starting the Gangle route. In the last episode we finished Jax's route. So I hope you enjoy my amazing voice acting skills. No. Just going by the theme. I try to pay attention to Mr. Kinger's lecture, but I can't help but steal an occasional glance at Gangle's sketchbook. Also, how are you doing, by the way? How's your day so far? When class is getting ready to end, I feel one of her ribbons gently tap my shoulder.
Me and Zubul usually sit outside in the courtyard doing lunch. You should join us.
I can't deny the offer is very tempting. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room. Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today. The new figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain, his teeth slam shut. Where's the math? There's no math. Fuck math. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth like they're not solid objects. Shut, I wasn't expecting you here. Manic enthusiasm suffuses his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe you'll get to be the secret ingredient to make this school interesting. Shout out my favorite. Hi Ethan! How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. How was your day so far? We're currently playing the Amazing Digital Dating Sim, a fan-made game that is based off the Amazing Digital Circus. Not in any way affiliated with the official show. My day is good, glad to hear that. I'm doing alright. It's so very hot outside, so I'm spending my time inside for the day. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. I wish Ken was emo. Oh my god, I would like to see that actually. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. You make my day. You make my day. Dropping in. Love seeing you, Ethan. Alright. Where was I? He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason you're here, Kane? Zubul speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Kane perks up. That's right, the reason I'm here, to make sure we all have an enriching academy experience. One filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more descriptors, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. No. Hugs. Yay. I gotta go through, my phone's gonna die, but it was great seeing you. Oh, alright. Great seeing you as well, Ethan. Have a great day, my friend. Hope to see you again at some point. I'm like on-off on TikTok, but I'm always on YouTube and Twitch on a daily basis, so feel free to drop by when you see me live or just write something in the comments or something. Love seeing you. Alright. And most of all, interesting to our studio audience. He turns towards the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There's nobody. There doesn't appear to be anybody outside. Breaking the fourth wall. However, the numbers are in, students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time that I tell you that means the end of school life as we know it. Ken bites on his hands in mock horror. The class and Kinga play along, gasping at this revelation. Gangle looks ready to burst into tears. Oh no, that poor Gangle. What's your last guess? I know you don't play or watch Roblox, but it's fucking awesome. It is romantic, swearing, and blood and war. I don't know. Well, I'll take a picture of what you just sent me, and I'll see if I feel like checking it out later. How about that? No promises or anything, but I'm just making a photo for now. Okay. However, my sweet-toothed students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up.
How are you bringing interest back to the school, Mr. President?
Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later. You see, my little Tomo Emeralds? What's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast of colorful characters. A competent principal.
Adequate funding.
Kane shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No school around here has had a culture festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival on this side of the Pacific Ocean. Kane, I need to do this. I turn Kane emo. Yay, emo Kane. I would like to see someone draw an emo. That would be hilarious to look at. Make it flashy. We gotta keep the interest of our investors after all. You guys, I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. Alright, Kinga, I'll leave you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. Break it like a 2. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment. Alright, class, let's see what roles Kane designed for each of you for the Culture Festival. Kinga lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read aloud. Ragatha, as the class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues.
You can count on me.
Sybil and Gangle, you will work on arts to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival.
I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else.
Sure, I'm still watching. I'm drawing Emo Kane right now. Please send it to me when you're done with it. I want to see it. I really want to see it. Omni and Jax, look at what a culture festival is.
Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters?
No, I like this idea. Plus we get to see what Gangle comes up with her posters. If it's anything like she comes up with when she draws Ragatha.
Jax!
Gangle interrupts Jax before she can finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. The class erupts into chaos as Zubo and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a coach festival is. Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lesson planned and is just waiting out the lunch bell. As if I had summoned it by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Burger. We're going to Spudsies! Imagine. Alright. After my chaotic first half of the day, I had worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces. Around me there was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I pick up something to eat at the nearest food place. I set about deciding where to sit down, still as I scan the bustling lunchroom. I don't recognize anyone from class. Didn't Zubo and Gangle say they ate lunch in the courtyard? Let's go check up on them. I pick up a garden salad from the cafeteria and stride out into the courtyard. Why eat garden salad of all things? Give me a burger. I'm rewriting this. I pick up a burger from the cafeteria and stride out into the courtyard. Though there are a half dozen tables out there, they are mostly empty and it's easy to find Gangle and Zubo. Gangle gives me a big wave with one of her ribbon arms, her comedy mask showing an expression of cautious excitement. Zubo lifts up their claw hand in a friendly wave as well. Hi guys, thanks for the invite. No problem. Did they coordinate that? Either that or they've just been friends for a long time.
So, Shadow, how are you liking your school so far?
Well, it's pretty different from my old school. I saw it, Zubo and Gangle waiting on my next words. But I think I'm starting to like it here. Gangle smiles, pushing the tips of her ribbon hands together with a gentle blush.
I like it here too. I'm really excited for the culture festival.
We pass the time in relative silence as we eat our lunches. Zubo is the first to break the silence, pointing at my meal. Are you vegan or something? What do you mean? This is not a vegan burger. Oh, this? I gesture to my burger. Not really, I just grabbed some extra meat. What's vegan about my burger? Anyway. Well, something that looked good before heading out to meet you guys. Yeah, I had to grab something good before I headed out to see you guys, yeah.
I think it looks good.
Zubo shrugs. I like to bring food I cook myself. I can't stand what King stocks the cafeteria with. Gangle has a gentle smile on her face as she pokes a bit of shrimp tempura with a chopstick. Oh my god, love it. How she manages to use chopsticks when both of her hands are the tips of her red ribbons is honestly very impressive. I agree. How's she even holding one chopstick? Anyway.
I don't think it's all bad. There's a lot of traditional Japanese foods in the cafeteria. I never got to eat sushi when I was in high school before.
They have freaking sushi and Japanese food? I'm all in, bro. They go back and forth like this for a while. For a bit while I stab at the remnants of my burger. A hush falls over our table for a moment, then...
So Zubo, are you going to help me get art done for the Coach Festival after lunch?
Zubo looks at Gangle pointedly. Honestly, I'm tired of talking about Culture Festival. It's just another one of Kane's stupid plans to make us all come together and make him feel good about himself. I mean, come on, Gangle. He's having Pomni look up what a Culture Festival is.
He doesn't care about the Culture Festival at all.
He doesn't care about the Culture Festival at all. It's just something to make us all busy. I don't see why I should put in any more effort than Kane is, you know? There's a faint tinkle, like something delicate fracturing, and Gangle's smile falters. Gangle's lip starts quivering, tears welling up at the side of her mask. Zubo? Gangle, I didn't mean... But her apologies too late. Gangle's comedy mask has broken and now lies on the table in front of us in two pieces. Gangle's sobbing loudly. No, poor Gangle. They give me a meaningful look. Come on, Shadow, you understand what I meant, right? Gangle was just annoyed at being pulled around by Ken all the time. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, Gangle. I promised to help you with your art for the festival.
Thanks, Shadow.
Gangle sniffles, sliding one of her ribbon hands over mine on the table. Zubo glazed at me. Come on, Shadow, don't make me out to be the bad guy here. If you've been through enough of Kane's bullshit, you'd be sick of these sorts of things too. Zubo is clear this culture fair means a lot to Gangle. Can't you just put your anger at Principal Kane aside for this? Shadow, I'm still watching. I'm drawing Emo Kane right now. Haha, nice. Alright. I'm not angry. I'm just frustrated with Kane and they sigh, standing up and giving Gangle an apologetic look. I'm sorry, Gangle. I'm gonna go now. I almost stopped Zubo and tried to get them to reconcile, but Gangle is still crying, and right now she has to take priority.
Shadow, did you really mean what you said about helping me with the art for the festival?
Absolutely. Of course I do, Gangle. Gangle picks up the remnants of her comedy mask, trying to put on a brave face as she stands up from her half-eaten lunch.
That's really nice of you. I didn't feel like doing all my work alone.
Gangle sniffles.
Oh no. I don't think Zuba wants to hang out with me right now.
She sinks deeper into her own sadness, sagging physically with the emotional weight she feels. Oh no! I support her as we make our way to the art studio, draping one of her arms over my shoulder as I support her. Oh, poor Gangle. Once we step inside, Gangle starts to regain her composure, wiping her face and taking a seat at a table. She gets to work immediately, picking up a pencil and drawing an anime character with a big smile and a cheerleading uniform. The more engrossed she gets in her art, the more she manages to smile, her pain fading as she adds more and more details to her drawing. Gangle, you're really good at this. She jumps as I finish talking to her. I think she was so engrossed in her drawing she almost lost track of her surroundings.
Shadow, you really think so?
She gives me a hopeful smile. Of course I do. She starts leaning towards me as she continues to draw. After an hour or so, she's fully taking up my space and hers as she adds details, working at the paper from every possible angle.
Almost.
She begins to shade in some areas of the drawing and go back over some of her lines to thicken them as she finishes up.
Done!
She picks the drawing up, holding it in front of me with a cautious smile. Pomni wants you to get pumped. Lol. It's an anime-style girl with a that strongly resembles Pomni in a cheerleading uniform, holding up a pair of pom-poms. Around the drawing, there are the words, Pomni wants you to get pumped.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's really good, Gangle. Gangle smiles at me.
Thanks, Shadow. You promise you're not just saying that?
I'm serious. Gangle blushes, looking away from me as she continues.
I'm really excited to work with you to make the Culture Festival a success.
Just as I finish cheering up Gangle, the bell to dismiss class rings.
Oh no, I kept you here and you missed all your afternoon classes.
It's okay, Gangle. I wanted to be here.
Well, we should probably grab our things.
I walk to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts to today's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar masked girl walks up to me.
Hey Shadow, want to walk back with me? I can show you some other art I've done, and you can tell me what you think of it.
She gives me a hopeful look. Sure thing, Gangle. I'd like that. I love art. Gangle almost melts into shy giggles as she takes my hand and leads me out. Yeah, freaking love her. She's so cute, man. As we get to walking, Gangle and I start talking about her again, as I'm full of compliments as ever. Seriously, Gangle, you should show more people your art. I bet you could even successfully publish a manga-inspired webcomic or something like that.
Oh!
Did I say something wrong? Her face falls instantly.
Sorry, what you just said reminded me of something. Something about my past I don't like to remember.
She looks away from me. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I decided to leave the topic alone for now. Desperate to change the topic as we leave school for the day, I decide to ask her a question. So Gangle, do you drive yourself to school or take the bus?
Huh?
She tilts her mask as she stares at me confused. You know, how do you get from here to your house?
Shadow,
She trails off.
do you not know?
Not know what? Gangle presses her ribbon hands together, seeming to give her next words a great deal of thought.
Shadow, we live on campus.
What? I must have misheard her. Also, who's we? I'm certain I was dropped off by my parents today. Even if I can't remember what car was dropped off in, or what my parents look like, or what my house looks like.
Yeah, King made us some housing on campus after King has started cluttering our homeroom with his pillow fort.
So King is living in the freaking school building in his freaking pillow fort. Okay, well that's something.
Before we complained, we all just had to sleep at our desks.
Oh, that's cool for you guys, but who's we? Gangle pauses before gesturing to the school herself and even me.
Zubo, Pomni, Jax, me, Ragatha, and now I guess you do too.
I start to breathe in and out rapidly, sweat rolling down my face as we wait. As the weight of her words strike me. No way, but I mean my parents dropped me off this morning, didn't they? I mean, I can't remember anything about them, but I'm sure it was dropped off. Maybe? Probably. Gangle gives me a concerned look.
Shadow, you're scaring me.
I can hear the threat of panic and despair in her voice. I take a deep breath. I have to be strong for Gangle. Okay. Can you lead me to my dorm? Gangle still looks a little concerned, but the threat of all-encompassing despair has left her voice. And she's able to give me a gentle smile as she offers one of her ribbon hands for me to take.
Sure thing.
As we walk, I start asking her about the dorms. What kind of things I can expect, like does each dorm have a bathroom? Is a bed already set up for me? How much privacy do we have in our dorms?
Well, I don't really know about your dorm because each of ours are customized to ourselves.
Customized?
But every room at least has a bed and a desk.
She's trying to make the best of this strange situation, but I keep my most skeptical comments to myself. Well, that's nice. Gangle leads me to a nearby building. We start walking past all of the rooms. Even the doors seem customized. Pomni's door is half red and half blue, like her outfit in class. Ragatha's door looks like the door of a ranch-style house, almost as out of place in the plain dorm hallway as Pomni's room. Jax's door is a crisscross with black and yellow striped tape. We finally come to my room, a plain oak door, and embossed on a brass nameplate is my name.
I guess this is your room.
She gives me a shy smile. As I push the door open, I can see Gangle shifting in the periphery of my vision, trying to peek inside to see how what my room says about me. She's probably just as disappointed as I am as we peer into my room. The walls are plain. A boring grey mattress sits on the wooden bed frame with a folded duvet on top of, emblazoned with the school emblem, as well as a pair of white pillows. A disused PC that looks like it's from the 80s is sitting on a desk in the far corner of the room. There's also a stack of paper and an assortment of office-style pens and pencils.
Oh, it's nice.
Don't lie, Gangle, this is garbage. Except for the PC is cool. She's trying to inject as much false enthusiasm as she can muster, but neither Gangle nor I are particularly impressed with this room. Sorry if it's not as impressive as everyone else's room, I blurt out.
No, it's fine. I think it's cool that it's plain like this. Gives you a lot of room to customize it yourself.
We both look at each other. Every once in a while, one of us tries to start a conversation, but neither of us can keep one alive for long.
Well, I'll leave you to your new room.
Yeah. A part of me wants her to stay, but I don't have to confront my bland and depressing room alone, but I also know it would just make things more awkward. Thanks for showing me to my room, Gangle.
No problem. I'll see you tomorrow in class.
She's asking me if I'm going to bother showing up tomorrow. The thought of trying to run or just hiding in my room is appealing, but I couldn't abandon Gangle like that. Yeah, I promise. Gangle offers me a shy smile as she heads out of my room. I just stand there for a while, trying to adjust to my new home. I stand there so long I almost don't notice as a piece of paper slips under my door. I turn around to pick it up. It's a drawing by Gangle. Oh, it's so cute, man. She drew herself in her sailor uniform, smiling. Underneath, she has written the caption, "Welcome to our school." She's so adorable. That she is. I found a container of thumbtacks and push one into the wall above my bed, decorating my room with Gangle's art. It's a small piece in a mostly blank room, but it's something, and I'm so grateful to Gangle for trying to make me feel comfortable here. Maybe things won't be so awful. I lay down on my bed. Defeated by the day, it doesn't take long for me to drift asleep. It doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flash on, as if overridden by some remote console. The room to my dorm flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkler. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my darling toy box characters! Principal Kane announces from what sounds like the hallway. Oh well, time to investigate.
Kane, what the fuck are you trying to pull this late at night?
Ha! Zubo! His laugh is fast, forced, and manic, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky I even let you get sleep, as he blurts out in harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because even with the Culture Fair pulling in new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to, which is why I've secured us a sponsorship. He stretches out the last word using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce you all to... A drum roll plays from somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Ken is talking about. The Wacky Watch! You see, the vendors of Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now we have the perfect setting. Teen drama. But we're adults. I'm actually... Now, Gangle, I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of fixing a Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down. To my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the... And don't try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrist with a very special adhesive. And if you do try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them. I can hear Gangle beginning to whine as panic sets in. No, not Gangle. Pomni tugs at her Wacky Watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wristwatch stays affixed. Her glove stretching like a rubber band as she pulls at the watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. Kane, I can't remove the arm with the Wacky Watch. What the fuck? Principal Kane ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, Matildas, in order to secure the funding we need to make it to day 5 in the Culture Fair, I need you wearing the Wacky Watches at all times. Luckily, I secured a deal where I don't need all of you to do ad reads, but it is of paramount importance that none of you insult or try to disable your Wacky Watches. Good luck with your school life. Can't wait to see what you do with the Culture Fair. Bye! He stretches out the last syllable as his body falls into himself and an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight.
Well, I know this isn't ideal, but at least we can all talk to each other now. Should make communicating about the Culture Fair easier.
With the sound of breaking glass, Gangle's comedy mask shatters and falls from her face, tears well up in her eyes.
I don't want a Wacky Watch.
Seeing the situation unfolding before her, Pomni pipes up.
Well, I think it could be useful. And look, Gangle, there's a picture, the chat function, where you can send people things you draw.
Omni goes over to Gangle, lifting her wrist and pointing out the picture chat future.
That's kind of nice.
Gangle sniffles. Yeah, that's a right spirit. Pomni, now let's all get some sleep before we start classes again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jax's door. What the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take out his frustration on. I flick my dorm light off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a picture chat from Gangle. It looks like she may have used a filter for a proper picture. That's a weird filter.
I hate it here.
Principal Kane stinks.
No.
I really appreciate the time you spent with me today. Oh, this is Gangle.
I really appreciate the time you spent with me today, Shadow. From sitting next to me in class today to being nice about my art. I know this place isn't very fun, but I hope we can keep spending time together.
You're pretty cool, Gangle. I really like drawing posters with you today, even if my art skills need work.
I really think everyone can do art if they try. And I can help you with some pointers if you want.
That sounds perfect, Gangle. Ah, you cute man. Your art on the picture chat app is so cool, by the way.
Thanks, Shadow. I hope you keep choosing to spend time with the art club.
As long as you don't make fun of my art too much. The laughing emoji. Sleep well, Gangle. We got a lot of art to work on tomorrow.
Me too. Looking forward to it.
The creepy smiley face. Yes, that's something I would do. I eventually get to sleep, but I can't stop thinking of Gangle and a cute... What? Let me reread that. I eventually get to sleep, but I can't stop thinking of Gangle and how cute her smile is. I want to be the best friend I can be to her, but I leave those thoughts for another day as sleep overtakes me. Day 1 complete. Alright. Now going past the demo. I yawn as I awake in my room. The clock on my wacky watch says it's morning, but the only way I can tell is from the silver of sunlight peeking from under my door. I slide my school-issued pajamas off and look in the closet. A series of perfectly pressed school uniforms are there with a little tag on the sleeve of the nearest one. I take a closer look. Looks like Kane left me a note. Hi Shadow, this is Principal Kane. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you've been provided a set of uniforms free of charge. The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. You're doing a splendid job of keeping Gangle's comedy mask intact, you precious little scamp. You precious little scamp. As long as you stay the course and keep her confidence up, I'm sure you can produce some truly fine art to build hope for the culture faith. Best of luck. Okay, cool. As I pull my uniform over my wacky watch, I glance down on it. I have a text from Gangle.
I'm about to head to school. Wanna join me?
She's also using those classic emojis. Let's go. I'm waiting outside Gangle's door for a few minutes as she keeps getting ready.
Oh no, oh dear, oh no.
Is she okay in there? Gangle, is everything alright?
I'm fine, don't come in.
She says that, but I check my wacky watch. If we don't leave soon, we're going to be late. I don't know what the consequence for that is, but seeing how omnipotent Principal Kane is and how impatient he can be, I don't want to risk his wrath. Like the oblivious lead in some kind of dating game, I push the door open. The sight that greets me is a surprise to say at least. But Gangle has tripped, her skirt spread about her knees. She is desperately holding down the part of the skirt between her legs as the breeze from the door begins to lift it. Gangle?
Try to get out, you pervert!
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Gangle. The words barely leave my mouth before Gangle starts pelting me with various odd objects lying about her. Oh shit. She's throwing shit at me? Okay. I love that. A pencil, a protractor, several crumpled up drawings made an impact with the head as I close my eyes and stumble out of the room. Love it. I wait patiently for her to emerge from her room and tell me off. Hope for Zubul to snap my neck from behind for perving on the best friend. A few moments later, Gangle has collected herself and is ready to leave. Gangle, I'm so sorry. Gangle huffs, turning away from me.
Shadow, I didn't take you for the kind of person who won't respect a girl's privacy.
I genuflect before her. I'm really sorry, Gangle. She turns slightly towards me, opening an eye to check if I'm sincere. My apology and the situation I have taken are evidently enough to earn her forgiveness. Oh, she's so cute, man.
Oh, okay, we can still walk to school together.
She offers her hand, or what part of her ribbon arm serves as her hand.
But not trying to get a sneak peek of my skirt, you perv.
I nod, apologizing again. Gangle, I'm so sorry, that sort of thing never happens to me. I really didn't mean to see anything I wasn't supposed to. Oh my god. Gangle nods sagely.
Good, let's go.
The walk to homeroom is brisk. There's a chill in the morning air and we have to speed walk just to make it in before the first bell. We talk about the art for the festival and somehow we start talking about our favorite anime shows. I really like Xenon and Evangels of the Exodus. Is this supposed to be Evangelion? Whatever.
Oh, me too.
My earlier foibles are forgotten as we step into the school engrossed in our conversation about anime.
It really turned a lot of tropes of mech anime on their heads and inspired so many other works. I know Horikoshi Shiaki wasn't very happy with the reception of the finale, but I really think it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, and I like that scene where the Red Ranger just wastes all the artificial Evangels and then takes the Mega Spear to the face. That's such a brutal moment. Gangle gives me a disappointed look.
Yeah, I guess it was cool too.
She's just saying that to make me happy. Apparently. I take my seat next to her as we step into class. Guess she was looking for more than just a surface reading. But I like your reading too. Maybe we can watch it again together, and we can point out all the scenes you like and what they mean. Her smile returns.
That could be fun. But before you watch anime with me, you need to be initialized.
Initialized?
We need to train your eye, so you can see the deeper meanings behind the text.
Oh, okay. So like, my eye for detail?
Exactly.
Okay, how will I do that?
I'm gonna send you some anime recommendations.
Oh, heck yeah, I still need some. I'm kind of running out of them at the moment, so yeah. I grin. She's pretty funny under that shy demeanor. Please let me know some recommendations. Please, Gangle. Gangle giggles as she tries to hide her excitement.
I have a master list on my Wacky Watch I can send to you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not excited to start on Gangle's list. She excitedly begins to tap on a Wacky Watch, already sending me titles. None of these are weird anime, right? She puffs her cheeks at me.
Says the one who tried to look up my skirt this morning.
Gangle, I said it was an accident. We laugh as Zubul sits down behind us. Zubul doesn't have anything to say to us. They seem visibly uncomfortable as Gangle and I keep talking. I can't help but feel guilty for my part in the argument. For her part, Gangle also casts a concerned look Zubul's way every once in a while. I should at least talk to Gangle later about what happened. Maybe I'll get both on the good sides if I can help them get past the disagreement in the courtyard yesterday. Instead of going for lunch, I decided to look for Zubul. Finding them took practically no time at all. There we go. They're sitting alone in the courtyard. Gangle's also in the courtyard, but sitting at a different table. I sit down at Zubul's table first. Hey, Zubul. Zubul doesn't answer me as they pick at their plate. I know you and Gangle got into it yesterday. Instead of responding, Zubul just begins to pick more aggressively at the food, skewering a shrimp like they were executing a criminal. Holy shit. And I know I played a role in escalating things. You think? They snap at me, but at least we're talking now. Yeah, I know, I'm a jerk for making things worse. I just saw Gangle getting her feelings hurt, and I said the first thing that came to mind. Gangle and I go back way further than you've been here. That's not hard since I've been here on 1.5 days, but I keep that to myself. You had no right acting like you were protecting her from me when I was just venting about Kane, making me out to be the bad guy. Our conversation is so loud it has attracted Gangle's attention.
Zubul, leave Shadow alone.
Shadow came to me because they regret what they said yesterday. Gangle, come on, we've known each other for a long time. You can't really let this clown break up our friendship. Was that a jab at me? But again, I can't deny that Zubul is right. It wouldn't be completely right for Gangle to just abandon their friendship because they started something.
Why are you two fighting again? It's my fault, isn't it? I ruined everything.
Gangle's comedy mask breaks down the middle, tears flowing freely from the comedy mask underneath. Gangle, I'm sorry, but I wasn't fair to Zubul yesterday.
What?
Yeah, I was being kind of a... I throw off, searching for the words. Jackass. I nod. Yep, a jackass. I saw you upset and I just reacted immediately instead of thinking about what Zubul was really trying to say. Gangle turns to Zubul.
Is that really true? Do you not really hate the culture phase, Zubul?
She manages to stifle her tears just long enough to ask them. No, I hate the culture festival. Gangle's frown begins to widen as tears prick at the edges of her mask again. But I know it means a lot to you, and if caring about it and doing our best to make it art for it is what you want, then as your friend I promise I'll do my best to help.
Oh, Zubul.
Gangle says Zubul's name, but she throws her arms around Zubul and me at the same time, holding both of us close. Aww. Zubul glowers at me a bit, still not fully over the fact I picked a fight between them, but it's quiet enough that Gangle doesn't notice. Gangle turns to face Zubul.
Zubul, you're my best friend.
Gangle turns to face me.
Shadow, I've known you a little while, but I really appreciate you spending time with me. The culture fair means so much to me.
Gangle wipes at her tears.
I asked Kane to propose it to the student's body for me, but I actually came up with it.
Are you serious? It was your idea? Well, that's something.
I really want to share this with both of you.
Zubul looks shocked at the revelation, then immediately guilty. Oh my god, Gangle, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have said anything about it if I knew it was your idea. I only hated it because I thought Kane came up with it.
It's okay, Zubul, I forgive you.
I stand with Zubul and Gangle for a long time in Gangle's delicate embrace. Finally, Gangle finds her composure.
So, can we go to the art classroom together as friends?
I don't see why we can't. What about you, Shadow? You doing anything this afternoon? Not really. I don't think they even take role at my afternoon classes. Good. You're coming with us.
Are we all ready to get started?
I'm ready. Me too. Gangle motions for me to sit at her... Gangle motions for me to sit next to her as we start on our poster ideas.
I really like to draw manga and anime characters, but maybe I can help you too.
She sounds super excited. My heart skips a beat at her exuberant voice and the sweet smile warms her face.
I noticed your art style could use some work, but I really think once you get the right line work on the page, everything else is less important. Let's start drawing. How about you draw somebody you know?
My mouth goes dry as I try to think of somebody other than Gangle to draw, but I can't. I pick up my pencil hesitantly. Every line crooked and wavy as I try desperately to avoid drawing something so bad that Gangle will think it's meant to insult her. The final result is distorted, crooked, wide in places. It should be thin, and thin in places it should be wide. Ah, no. Gangle plucks it off my desk, holding it right in front of her face as she rotates it left and right, completely lost as to what is supposed to be. Ah, no. She finally leans over to me, speaking under her breath so Zubul can't hear us.
Zubul doesn't wear a sailor uniform, Shadow.
And I really don't think they would appreciate this drawing. Oh.
And I don't think they would appreciate this drawing.
I breathed a sigh of relief at the case of a mistaken identity. So it's a testament to how unready I am to draw that my Gangle drawing looks like Zubul. Oh no.
Here, I'll draw something and you can watch my line work. Then you can sketch it from reference.
Gangle smiles at the genius of her own idea. She spends a few moments scratching out some lines, but by the time she's done, she has a portrait of a beautiful, slender anime girl with long hair wearing a frilly dress.
You don't have to draw the dress or any other details. Just draw the face.
I try to draw the face at first, but I end up giving the figure the square jawline of a grizzled combat veteran. Oh no. I crumple up the paper and start again. The next chin I draw is way too sharp. She looks like something out of a child's nightmare. Oh no. I finally get a chin and a general face right, but when I go to add the hair, I realize I've drawn the face in such a way I can't mimic the hair Gangle drew for the character. I try to improvise, but Gangle just shakes her head behind me.
Shadow, you're wasting paper that we need for the festival. Here, just let me...
Gangle stands behind me, grabbing the pencil in my hand.
The
sailor uniform presses into my bag as I stand there, frozen. Now I'm sweating for a whole different reason. Oh no! Her ribbon hand gently guides my pencil as it glides across the paper, drawing a perfect chin, neck, and hair. She furrows her brow as she concentrates on guiding my hand to draw the eyes. What brow? Gangle doesn't have any brows. Does she? I don't see any. We're both so close right now that I can barely focus. Gangle?
Come on, just a moment, Shadow. Are you just paying attention to what I'm doing with the pencil?
You could say that. I'm paying attention to a lot of things right now. She finishes the drawing and I breathe a breath of relief as she stands up from behind me.
Did you learn anything from that?
I think so. Gangle smiles at me.
Good.
Her freaking kitty face is so adorable.
No, try it again.
I imagine Gangle right behind me, guiding me with her gentle strength through each line. The feeling of her pressed against me is so etched into my memory. I can actually recall the line work, how deep to make the jawline, how to think of the art in layers so I don't trap myself by drawing an impossible line. Even the gentle curve of the eyes and how to add the lashes. I've managed to make a decent copy using Gangle's art as reference. Gangle's eyes are sparkling in amazement as she looks at my art.
Wow, that was so much better, Shadow. If you can keep this level of work up, you can use any of my poses that you like as reference to and help us make progress.
I smile. As long as you're willing to sit behind me and guide my pencil next time. Gangle blushes, realizing the intimacy of the moment we shared only after the fact.
Well, I mean, you know.
She giggles nervously.
You really need to improve, and sometimes you have to learn line work from them. That is...
She is a nervous mess as a blush creeps across her mask. She's so adorable. I'm just teasing you, Gangle. I think I got the hang of it now. No, I wouldn't say no to any more lessons. Gangle manages to compose herself, but the blush never fully leaves her face.
Well, only if you work hard and really earn them.
I can't stop smiling, and Gangle can't stop blushing even as the bell to dismiss classes rings. This was a really good way to spend my afternoon. As the last bell rings, we make our way to lockers.
Did you get the list I sent you of anime you should watch?
I glanced down at my wacky watch. Sure enough, there's a long list of anime and a text from Gangle, neatly organized from all-time best to guilty pleasure. Damn, okay. Wow, this list is pretty long.
Make sure to watch as many episodes as you can.
I'm gonna freaking save this. Okay. Turn. I'll start as soon as I get back to the dorms. I gotta check my schedule first. I don't know if I'll have time for anime with my homework. I'll start as soon as I get back to the dorms, Gangle.
Good.
She looks so happy. She says that a little louder than she probably means to.
I know you love them.
Gangle gives me a nervous smile, folding in on herself a little. I hope I like these animes as much as Gangle does. If Gangle... I find Gangle at the school entrance.
Ready to walk home, Shadow?
I nod, stepping into the cool autumn afternoon with Gangle. Thanks for waiting up for me. Where's Zubul?
They said they were going to talk to Agatha about what kind of art she wants for the culture festival.
She giggles nervously.
I guess it's just us.
I nod. Guess it is. As we walk to the dorms, Gangle seems fixated on her wacky watch, constantly pressing buttons or sketching art on it. I lean over a bit too close and accidentally bump against her. Gangle jumps and I brush her shoulder.
Shadow!
She shrieks.
Don't surprise me like that.
I lean over to peer at Gangle's wacky watch. Oh my god, he's a cute man! It suits her very well, actually. Instead of the default icon, she has made cutesy anime-style icons for all the apps on the wacky watch. Aww. It's adorable. Wow, Gangle. I'm breathless. These icons are so cool.
You really think so, Shadow?
Yeah. How do you do that? Probably some programming skills with her art style. With her art skills and programming skills, probably. I don't know if she has any programming skills, but I'm just gonna say she has some. Anyway. Gangle taps the tips of her ribbons together shyly.
Oh, it's just an app. I'm sure you could make icons for your wacky watch too.
Oh, she has an app for it? Okay, that's cool. No, none of them would look this good though. Gangle blushes again. Surprisingly, for someone who was the most apprehensive about the wacky watches, she seems to be using it the most. Huh. Ironic. We've just reached the dorm building. As I walk Gangle to her room, I search feebly for a reason to spend more time with her, but find none. Hey Gangle, it was really nice hanging out today.
Yeah, it was.
She gives me a shy smile.
If you want to, maybe you can text me what anime you're watching. And I can try to watch the same episode in my room, and we can talk about it.
I nod, excited at the idea of spending all night texting Gangle. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Good.
Good. We stand there awkwardly for a moment. Well, I'm gonna get going to my room so I can start watching those anime, okay?
Okay.
We stand there for another few seconds, just smiling at each other before I actually leave for my room. As I sit down on my desk, realization hits me like a brick to the forehead. My computer doesn't work. Ah, great. I walk out of my room looking for anyone who can help me. I eventually see Zubul, which ironically just has her room next to mine. Their room next to mine. Hey Zubul! Hey Shadow, did you need something? Yeah, Gangle recommended me some anime for me to watch, but I realized I don't even have a working computer. Is there any way I can watch TV or something? Well, there's a working computer in the lounge. But make sure to use the headphones. Sometimes other students go in there to hang out and they probably don't want to listen to whatever anime you're watching. I nod. Thanks, Zubul. To the lounge! It's pretty nice as far as lounges go. I spawn on an old PC in the corner of the room. Jackpot! I walk over to the computer and plug the headphones into the jack. Going on watch anime wherever.rus to watch some pirated anime. Nice. The first anime on Gangle's list is Blue Butler, not Black Butler. Alright. I read over the summary before starting the first episode. A knight from hell is forced into a pact by a rich kid who binds him into the body of a butler and makes the Hell Knight help him average his family. And as I start the first episode, my ears are assailed by a Cockney accent so bad, it feels like the voice actor had a vendetta against the British. Oh no!
Oi, Sebastian, you're the most handsome butler Herb ever butlered.
I simply am good as hell at being a butler. The line is, I'm just one hell of a butler. But they had to rewrite that. Okay. I get so distracted by the voice acting I almost forget to text Gangle about the anime I'm watching. I'm watching Blue Butler right now. A few other students walk into the lounge and start making spaghetti, but they pay me no mind as I watched Gangle's recommendation. She texts me back before the first episode is half over.
Oh my god, that one is so cute! Who's your favorite member of the serving staff aside from Sebastian?
I think for a moment. Randolph, Yes, I think it's kind of funny how he's super strong but super clumsy. As I watched the episode, Sebastian and his charge, Chris Hampton 5. Really? It's CL Hampton 5. Okay, alright, I had to rewrite that as well. Wrong, okay. I'm trying to investigate a murder in a museum. Where's a cake with the freaking love interest girl that CL's like, fuck you. That was one of my favorite scenes, really. Okay. Randolph runs into the room enthusiastically, but accidentally collides with a dinosaur's leg bone. What the fuck? Knocking it over on top of Chris and Sebastian, putting them in place while Randolph apologizes for his gaffe. I can't help but laugh out loud, earning me a confused look from Ragatha and Palmy, who are in the middle of boiling pasta, but they quickly go back to cooking.
I guess Randolph is okay. I like Faden.
The one girl who just chases Sebastian around all the time? Love the drawings, this is so cute, man.
It's funny and cute the way she chases him around.
Fair. I shrug. In the middle of the next episode, Sebastian ends up catching Chris as he falls from a building. As Sebastian sprawls in the snow behind his young charge, the two end up in a rather suggestive position. I decide to text Gangle about her questionable choice in anime. Is this one of those boy love anime?
Stop judging it. There's just some cute scenes. The mangaka is just a little weird about the relationship between Sebastian and Chris.
Isn't Sebastian like 666 years old and Chris is barely a teenager?
If you're just gonna judge it, skip it. Don't complain about my favorite animes.
Just teasing you. Pouty face, beautiful, love her.
Meanie.
I keep watching Blue Butler late into the night, texting with Gangle until I feel a gentle tap on my shoulders. Is it her? No, it's Ragatha. It's R.A. Ragatha. She motions for me to take my headphones off enough to hear her, which I do.
Hey Shadow, don't you think it's getting kind of late?
I look around myself to see it's completely dark outside. Ragatha and Pomni manage to cook and eat dinner and go back into the dorms. I completely lost track of time texting Gangle and watching anime. Oh, sorry.
It's no trouble, Shadow. You must really like that show.
I'm just watching it because Gangle is really wanted me to watch it. Ragatha appears at this scene, and of course it's another weird sequence. This time, Sebastian and Chris end up in a sauna together, and Sebastian's towel fell off. Oh no! No! You can't see anything, but Chris is blushing fiercely, and a lot is being implied. Why is anime always like this when someone else walks into the room? I know, right? That's crazy.
Shadow, I didn't think I'd have to tell you this, but you can't watch porn in the lounge.
It's not porn. This isn't porn. I tried defensively, but it's really hard to defend this scene, especially as Chris blushes furiously, and the characters on the scene react suggestively to Sebastian's exposed manhood. I'll turn it off. I think that would be the best. She watches me as I close out the browser and turn off the computer. As I leave, she pulls out a bottle of hand sanitizer and cleans the computer station. I'm gonna need to find a new place to watch anime. Ah, shit. I walk back to my room, head hung low. As I lie down, I get another text from Gangle.
So you're still watching Blue Butler?
Agatha caught one of the middle of the sauna episode. She asked me to not use the lounge computer. She didn't exactly say that, but I have a feeling that it was implied.
Oh, boo! How about we watch anime on the library computer together tomorrow? I'll tell Agatha we're using it to get references for the culture festival.
Sounds fun. But let's keep it to PG anime. I don't want anyone thinking I watch those sorts of shows.
Just a few bad scenes. The sauna scene isn't even that bad. When Chris gets poisoned and Sebastian has to massage the antidote lotion into his back. That's a spicy scene.
Oh my god. She's so cute. And so malicious. I love her. Even when she's being a weirdo, she's so freaking cute, man. Anyway, how about no anime with massage scenes?
Oh, fine. I'll pick something safe for school for tomorrow.
I look forward to it.
Me too.
Sleep well, Gangle.
You too, Shadow.
I'm really happy I chose to spend today with Gangle. If I get to keep spending this kind of time with her, I think I'll enjoy it every day. I'll enjoy every day I spend at this school. I keep falling over my words, that's crazy. Anyway, day 2 complete. Yatta! I wipe the sleep from my eyes as my wacky watch plays an alarm. What happened last night? Somebody's knocking very loudly at my door.
Shadow!
Gangle whines from the other side of the door.
Wake up!
Wake up? I glance at the clock on my wacky watch. It's 7:45 a.m. 15 minutes past when I'm supposed to be at homeroom. Oh my god, Gangle, I'm sorry, I didn't realize how late I slept. It's quite a few moments before Gangle responds.
It's okay,
she says, though she doesn't sound happy.
Just get ready already. I don't like how everyone looks at me when I'm late.
I struggle through my unlit room, stumbling into my closet door and groping around till I find the uniform to yank out of the hanger.
Are you okay, Shadow?
Just a minute. I flop around my room like a fish out of the water. But after banging against my bed frame and the desk, I managed to pull my uniform on. I make my way over to the door, opening it to be greeted by the glare of the sunlight. Ah, my eyes! I squint at Gangle, who looks uncomfortable with how late we already are. Sorry, ready to go. She smiles.
It's okay, Shadow. Don't you usually walk with Zubul too?
Gangle taps her ribbons together shyly.
Yeah, we end up waiting so long that Zubul left on their own. So it's just you and me today.
She offers a nervous chuckle. I won't complain about spending more time with you. Gangle giggles, looking away from me as she blushes. We make our way out of the dorms and start walking towards the school. The last late bell chimes and Gangle slows her pace. Gangle, weren't you worried about being late?
I was, but there's the last bell. At this point, it doesn't matter how late we are. We're going to be marked tardy anyways.
She seems oddly relaxed about this. You okay with that? Gangle shrugs.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta accept things. Oh, the way things are, that they're going to be.
Wow, that's pretty grounded of you, Gangle.
I thought we might be late when I stayed to walk you to class.
She admits shyly.
Maybe we can just go to the cafeteria and get a snack before going to class. I ended up eating dry ramen noodles and rice crackers for dinner last night.
I look at her in shock. I didn't know what sort of nutrition a red ribbon with a comedy mask needs, but that still seems unhealthy. How do you have enough energy to even get up if that's all you ate? Gangle shrugs again. But we didn't even eat anything. We didn't eat anything.
That's what I ate back when I was in college and worked fast food.
The mention of working in fast food sends a chill down my spine. It says down my back, but I don't know. I'd like to rewrite that. My first summer job was at Spudsy's. I remember getting splattered with hot grease, having to wear a face shield when working with the stupid sauce, cleaning up bathrooms that looked like biohazards. Ah, shit, man. So Spudsy's mentioned. They mentioned Spudsy's. Still, it's something we have in common, so I decided to make conversation. What position did you work? I used to be a fry cook. That's actually what I did when I worked at McDonald's. My stations were fries and drinks mainly, and taking out trash and like small chores. I was there part-time.
Oh, I was a manager.
A manager? That's pretty impressive. Gangle gives me an awkward look.
Yeah, I guess so.
She seems uncomfortable and changes the subject.
So, do you like Blue Butler? Aside from the part where you got kicked out of the lounge?
I paused for a moment, genuinely thinking about my answer. Yes. Gangle claps her ribbons.
Good, I knew you'd like it if you gave it the chance. One of my first anime crushes was Sebastian.
I chuckle. Really?
What?
Her pout's so gorgeous. Look at her pout. I love her expressions, they're so cute. She whines, frowning.
He's so tall and handsome, and he has those fierce cold blue eyes. But he likes Chris, so I don't have a chance with him.
He also doesn't really exist, which seems more important.
So Shadow, who was your first anime crush?
Oh, I racked my brain for a better answer than the truth. As I try to make up an answer, I can feel Gangle staring at me.
It's okay if you don't have one.
No, I do. Just promise you won't laugh.
Okay.
I pause. Guess I'm really gonna confess to this. Princess Yumekia.
What, from Code Legas?
Oh my god. Really? The princess... Was her name Ophelia from Code Geass? I think it was Ophelia. It was Ophelia, right? I freaking love Code Geass. Anyway. Oh yeah, I just really liked her long hair and the frilly dress she wore. Fair.
But the biggest moment is when the Chu accidentally hypnotizes her into killing a bunch of protesters.
Lol. Yeah, that was so unfair to her. I clenched my fist. That just came out of nowhere, and then it turns out Lechu can't control who he hypnotizes, and he just randomly says, "Make sure not to kill those protesters." And somehow the hypno words are, "Kill those protesters." Gangle giggles a bit, but is smiling and nodding as she looks at me. What?
I like it when you really care about things. You kind of scrunch up your face and you like to wave your hands around.
You do too. She blushes before mumbling.
It's kind of cute.
What?
Nothing.
I know what I heard, Gangle. We make our way into the school, and Gangle gently tugs my arm, leading me towards the cafeteria. Gangle eyes the various breakfast options offered before deciding on Japanese-style one. She picks up a fish-shaped pastry filled with some kind of sweet paste, and then decides to pick up a cup of yogurt as well. I never tried that fish pastry, but I did see it before. I take a look at all the options. There's some omelette rice that has been set under a heat lamp, an assortment of pastries, and a few rice balls. So basically, omo rice under a heat lamp, some assortment of pastries, and onigiri. Okay. I decide on the safest option, the onigiri. Gangle and I find a quiet corner, which isn't hard since there aren't any other students here, and start to eat breakfast. Gangle pulls out a book on drawing techniques and begins Gangle pulls out a book on drawing techniques and begins reading it avidly, holding it between myself and her. Wow, Gangle, I didn't know you took your art so seriously.
What?
She seems surprised. Your book?
Oh, yeah.
That was weird. Can I borrow it after you're done?
No!
She practically shouts at me. What? But why not?
You wouldn't like it. It's boring.
But if I don't read more art books, how am I supposed to get better and help the art club? Come on, let me take it. As I tag the book, the cover comes loose, falling off of what Gangle is reading to reveal a hidden manga underneath. Oh shit. Prince X Pauper. She's into yaoi. Got it. The cover features two men with chiseled features. The one on the left is holding the man on the right's chin in his hand. His weirdly big hand. I can't help but notice the R18 stickers plastered all over it. Oh my god. Prince X Pauper on the back reads A Forbidden Love Between Boys of Two Classes. Gangle! Gangle clutches her mask in embarrassment.
Don't look at it.
She snatches the fake cover back and tries to jam the manga volume into it. With a ripping sound, the fake cover tears in half and falls to the floor. Gangle looks around, beads of sweat forming at the tips of her mask.
Not good, not good.
She tries to unzip her backpack, but in her haste the zipper gets stuck. Pages of art featuring characters that look surprisingly similar to our classmates spill out. The more tame ones are just solo pieces, but she has drawn Jackson, Ragatha, Jackson Pomney, and Ragatha and Pomney in all sorts of compromising positions with one another. So she is shipping both Jax with Ragatha and Jax with Pomney. And maybe Ragatha with Pomney. She is imagining so many different matchups, really? Okay. There's one particularly explicit one with Ragatha, Pomney, and Jax all together. Oh? Jax is wearing a maid uniform and is doing something I don't think the real Jax has ever even heard of. Oh, jeez.
Oh no! Joe, this isn't what it looks like.
I sigh. Gangle, kind of a freak. Love her. It's okay, Gangle. Let me help you put it away. Gangle looks at me shocked.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I have my own questionable taste sometimes. That is fact. That is in fact correct. And if it's something you like, then nobody should judge you for it.
You're really nice to me, Shadow. Thank you for not judging me.
I help Gangle open her backpack and put the manga volume inside. We finish our breakfast and pack up, getting ready to head to class.
I really liked sharing breakfast with you, Shadow. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in the art studio later.
Hey Blaze, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. We're currently playing the amazing digital dating sim. We're doing Gangle's route for today. How's your day so far? Hope you enjoy my tried voice acting. Anyway. Me too, Gangle. Principal Kane will probably talk to us later about being late. But I didn't do 100 lectures from him if it meant spending more quality time with Gangle. Gangle and I make our way to class, sitting down in our usual seats. Good and you? Yeah, I'm doing alright. It's a bit hot outside, so I'm spending time inside for today. Gangle and I make our way into class, sitting down in our usual seats. Where were you two? We were already late for class and Gangle wanted to get breakfast.
You wanted to get breakfast too?
I smile. But it was your idea. I tease her.
Not fair. We were only late because you stayed up watching anime.
At that, Zubel turns on me. Yeah, I heard about that. Ragatha said you were watching porn in the lounge. That's... I wasn't... You see, in Blue Butler, I keep trying to come up with an excuse that doesn't make things worse and come up empty each time. Gangle seems pleased that the spotlight isn't on her anymore, teaming up with Zubel against me. Ah, no.
Shadow, why were you watching that in the lounge?
You were the one who told me to watch it. I point at her.
No, I didn't.
She turns to Zubo.
They asked me what shows to watch and they picked that one.
Zubo shrugs. Just don't do that again. Everybody has to share that computer and now it's running really slowly. I gulp. And watching free anime on a shady website wasn't the genius move I thought it was. Gangle and I take notes throughout the lecture. Or at least I do. As I peer over to Gangle's notebook, she has gone back to her drawings. How are you liking the game so far, Blaze? What do you think? You enjoying your stay so far? Did I read this already? As I peer over Gangle's notebook, she has gone back to her drawings. One of them looks somewhat familiar, though it doesn't resemble anyone I can see from where I'm sitting. Wait a second. Is she drawing me? I say quiet, despite her exaggerating some of my physical traits and proportions. She's focusing really hard on the drawing though, and even though there are a few places where it barely resembles me, I can tell she's really enjoying herself. As the lunch bell rings to dismiss the lecture, I tap her on the shoulder. Hey Gangle. My beard is not that big. Let me save that. I want to see what happens when I take that option. I really want to. My dick isn't that big.
Shadow, you weren't supposed to. It doesn't matter.
She looks away.
You didn't like it, so I'll just throw it out.
She bows her head, taking the page and crumbling up before throwing it in the trash can nervously.
Let's just go to lunch.
We decide to get lunch together and go to the courtyard. Gangle gets a plate of sashimi and I get some pork ramen.
So, Shadow, what do you want to do today?
Yeah? I'm kind of surprised that Gangle's asking me that. Are we going to meet Zubo and keep doing art for the fair?
I was thinking, since I still haven't made anything I want to put up in public, maybe we could just go to the library and watch anime instead of working?
Even though we should do art for the culture festival, I can't deny the appeal of going to the library with Gangle and slacking off for the day. What to do? Save. Gangle art is really good around. Okay, Gangle, we'll watch anime in the library. Gangle smiles.
Let's go.
We walk to the library, finding a quiet corner. Pomni is at the main table, still trying to find out what a culture fair is. But pays us no mind as we eventually locate a PC in the remote corner. Okay, let's go to watchanimeonline.rus.
Shadow, those sites have a ton of viruses on them. I have a Crunchyroll account here. Let me log in.
Is that supposed to be Crunchyroll? Are you serious? You use a freaking subscription service for anime. Gangle, how dare you? She swaps seats with me and signs into her account.
Since we're using my account, let's watch Magical Girl Makuta.
This is Magical Magica. Well, I've never been one for Magical Girl anime, but if that makes Gangle happy, it's alright with me. We use a pair of headphones at the library computer, sitting with our heads pressed together so we can both use one half of the headphones. This series is surprisingly dark. A little into the first episode, Makuta meets a little plastic doll that offers to make her a magical girl. But as the series goes on, it becomes apparent that being a magical girl is super dangerous. One of the characters they meet gets her head chomped off by a giant Venus flytrap monster. Yo, sup little bro? What do you mean little bro? How old are you? Also, hi Plushie, thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. How are you doing so far? Your day doing alright? Going alright? We're currently playing the Messenger dating sim. Yeah, we're currently doing Gangle's route. I'm 18, how about you, little bro? Jeez, you're young. I'm 27. Yes, how about you? I'm doing alright. Anyway. What was I reading? Did I read this already? I'm just gonna reread it. One of the characters they meet gets her head chomped off by a giant Venus flytrap monster. I gasp out loud as the girl falls. Nothing remains of her head as she slumps to the ground. What the fuck?
It's a really mature anime, but it changed magical girl shows for a long time. There are like 5 voice versions of the show that came out after this one.
I know. I was still watching. I'm done with Emo Kane. Nice. Will you post it on community posts? I would like to see it. As we continue watching, I become aware of a presence behind us. It's Jax. Let's go. Hey there, Gangle. With a click, Jax pulls the headphones out of the computer. Oh no. Oh no. High-pitched dialogue in Japanese comes spilling out of the library speakers.
Jax!
What the? Watching weird shows at the library? He turns to me. After Ragatha asked you to stop watching this kind of stuff in the lounge? I wonder what you would have to say about this. Jax, don't. This can stay a secret. Just walk away, I'll pretend I didn't see you. Save. Tell Ragatha I'm not leaving Gangle alone with you. Boring. Whatever, I was just joking anyways. Leave us alone, Jax. What? You heard me? We were doing something, leave us alone. There's a flash of anger across his features before he settles back into his smug smirk. Fine. Suit yourself. But you really should keep an eye out. His eyes narrow. Ragatha is one thing, but Kana's the one you should really be worried about. He has eyes everywhere. I really don't think he'd approve if he knew what you two were doing, you know? Instead of working on the culture fair. His trademark grin comes back. But that's none of my business. He strides out of the library with an infuriatingly cheery demeanor.
Hey Shadow, let's go back to the dorms. Just in case somebody else sees us watching anime instead of working on the culture fair.
She laughs nervously. That's a good idea, Gangle. I started trying to hide my nerves. Let's get going. We head out well in advance of the bell to dismiss class. Gangle and I started talking about anime to distract ourselves as we walked to a dorm. The conversation started awkwardly, but as we kept talking, it became more lively. Eventually, we were both fully engrossed in the conversation.
Okay, what was the first anime you watched without anyone recommending it to you?
I look away embarrassed. Blade Arc VR. Gangle cranes her neck to look at me in the face before bursting into laughter.
That really weird underworld anime? The one where there's the really weird fairy world arc, the Asami cousins tries to force her to marry him? The one where the main character's superpower is just holding 2 weapons at the same time?
I blushed furiously. Look, it was free on Netflix. Seriously? Netflix? Actually, I would go Netflix more than Netflix at this point. It has the word neat in it. I love it. Gangle can't start laughing, and I start laughing too. I stopped watching after the fairy world arc.
It only gets worse after that. How can it get...
how can it get worse from there? Gangle gives me a 1,000-yard stare.
You really don't want to know.
Damn. As we near the dorms, Gangle turns to me.
So, I know things didn't go the way we planned, especially with Jack showing up, but do you want to come to my room and watch anime with me?
Oh, hell yeah. You really want me to come over? Hey Shadow. Hey Kitsu. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. We're currently busy with the amazing digital dating sim. We in the last part we finished the Jax route. Now we are busy with the Gangle route. I don't know if I'll do all of them, but yeah, we'll see. Gangle is my the Amazing Digital Circus crush, and Jax is basically me in that universe, sort of. But yeah, thanks for the hot me, my friend. Very much appreciate it. Dating sim? Yep. Toads. Certain parts are very questionable, but it is quite enjoyable. They put a lot of references in there from the show. Do mind you, this is fan-made and not in any way affiliated with the main show. That's good. Yeah. They had in the Jax route they had like the disappearing guy bring you Spatzy's stupid burger. Was great. It was so funny. I freaking love the disappearing guy. He's just such a vibe, yo. He's just starts speaking and just disappears. I'm like, yup, he disappeared in the thin air. I kind of caught my burger in a flashy way before it almost hit the ground. The writing is actually pretty on point. But some parts are kind of questionable. But I do like it. I do like it. Totally recommend it. I was gonna ask if the burger just fell. Well, it kind of fell out of thin air since it disappeared, but we kind of caught it. If you want, you can rewatch all my gameplays on YouTube. They'll always be there, categorized in playlists and everything. Should be easy to find. But yeah. Also, I love trying to voice act everything, since there is no voice acting in this game. Awesome, sure, I'll check them out. Cool. Cool.
Jax just makes me really uncomfortable.
Her comedy mask strains against the weight of her nerves.
And it would really help me feel okay if you could just keep me company.
Yeah, I'll hang out with you tonight.
Good. I'll have some Japanese snacks in my room, so you can come over whenever you're ready.
I leave Gangle at her door and quickly rush up to my dorm. I drop my backpack in my room and do a quick check in the mirror before I head over to Gangle's room. It's always the hair. It always goes up. It's so hard to freaking get it down how it belongs. It just like looks like a freaking bush. Always. It's always the hair. Anyway. Gangle has set a few pink pillows on the ground shaped like cherry blossoms. Ooh, I like that. She has one of those boba tea plushies. Oh wait, I know this anime. And this one. I don't think I know this reference. I'm not sure if I know the reference of it. Is this supposed to be Marka from Soul Eater? Not sure what this should be. Not sure what this should be. This makes me look similar to something. Oh, this is Persona 3, isn't it? I don't know what these two are supposed to be from. This is Black Butler. This is probably Naruto or something. Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah. She got the box TV with a VHS player. Let's go. And she got manga. Lots of manga. Nice. Yeah, she's peak. She's goated. Totally goated. Okay. She already has taken a seat on one and is wearing a pair of yellow silk pajamas with red cherry blossom patterns emblazoned on them. Interesting, alright.
Hi, Shadow. Before we get started, do you prefer rice crackers or pokey sticks?
I'm saving, just in case. Let's go with pokey sticks. I want to see what's gonna happen. Gangle grabs a small box of strawberry pokey out of a basket on her shelf and hands it to me. I love the strawberry ones. Gangle has picked out a set of pokey sticks for herself.
Let's start tonight with a classic. Son and Adventures of the Exodus.
Her DVDs are neatly organized as she searches through them, finding XEE in no time and sliding the DVD into the reader built into the TV. Oh, there's a DVD in here. There's a DVDs okay, that's cool. So she can watch VHS stuff and DVDs. That's cool, actually. Within moments, the first scene crackles to life as Purple Ranger meets Colonel Bad Dad and learns that the impact of alien meteors is slowly causing the tectonic plates to shift. Earth will be rocked to pieces in only 30 more impacts. Gangle and I have to sit super close together to see the movie on a small TV in her room. One of her hands rests on mine as we keep watching.
Sorry.
It's cool, we're gonna have to sit close together if we both want a good view. Gangle blushes more.
Yeah, you're right.
I lean back to help her get a better view. Gangle rests the entirety of her soft weight against me as I lean back, so I end up cradling her between my arms as we keep watching. I watch the show trying to respect how much Gangle enjoys anime and share her interests with her, but I can't help but notice every small shift of weight as she almost nuzzles herself into my arm. Aww. We're the part of the anime where Colonel Bad Dad reveals everything. White Ranger, you're secretly... He trails off. Clone of my wife Ranger! What? Gangle and I both gasp, even though we've seen this anime more than a few times.
I never see it coming.
Me neither. And this show gets really weird in the later episodes, but I still like it. She smiles up at me from her position leaning against me. I let my hand rest on her shoulder as we keep watching. Gangle keeps smiling. The lights dance across us as we watch the final episode. The harsh light illuminates Gangle's mask and pajamas as we keep watching the show, painting her in rich blues and vibrant reds. My heart feels like it's going to beat out of my chest as she nuzzles herself into my elbow. We just finished the sequence where Purple Ranger thwarts the Human Unification Project. All of his former comrades and commanders stand around him applauding and saying phrases like "Excelsior" or "Good show." The finale ends as the credits roll. Gangle looks up at me.
Remember that moment where Red Ranger and Purple Ranger travel through a bunch of holes in the timelines? And the one they're doing the Poke Challenge?
She looks away from me. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about.
What if I told you I always wanted to reenact that with someone?
I blush as I realize the implication. Oh shit! But we've come so far, and it feels like this is now or never. I don't know. My mouth goes dry. I'd be happy to try that with you. As the light from the credits roll, and the show begins to start from the beginning again. Gangle pops open her box of Poke Sticks, her hands shaking as she places one end in her mouth. Oh gosh, she's so cute, bud. I lean forward, taking the other end in my mouth. Each of us takes small ginger bites, approaching one another at a snail's pace, afraid to be the first to the center. Gangle has accidentally broken most of the Poke off. Now only a small nub remains on my end. She gulps before quickly finishing her part of the Poke and leaning forward. She leans forward so close I can almost taste the kiss. Oh my god. Uh-oh. What are you looking at the time, Bubble?
What's that?
Kane materializes behind us, his trusty assistant Bubble right next to him.
Look at the young students in lab.
Indeed, Bubble, but school rules are school rules for a reason. Shame on both of you for trying to fraternize off the clock. Think of the camera crews. How can they be expected to work so late at night without any overtime in their contracts?
Camera crews?
The magic of the moment is lost as Gangle ducks for cover under her bed.
Please, no camera crews.
Not to worry, young Shadow. I'll set you right. With a pop, Kane teleports me to my room. I'm flashbanged by the overhead light I left on before I left for Gangle's room. Jeez. Way to ruin the moment, Kane. Now I know you're a strapping individual. Indeterminate gender with... He pauses, the next words have a loud reverb and are an octave lower than Kane's normal speaking voice. Raging hormones! But we need to keep those in check. And saving the juicy bits until after class. For shame, my young student. I'd almost think you don't want to be seen. That was the idea, yes. I'm sorry, Ken. Am I going to get some sort of punishment for this? Punishment? No punishment. You're bringing in more viewers than we've had in a long time. But I must advise you to follow your dorm rules about not staying in others' rooms after sundown. Can't risk losing our PG rating now, can we? I guess not. Right you are, Shadow. Anyways, 99, get some sleep. With a flourish of his cane, he disappears, the lights in my room flickering out. I toss and turn. I can't stop thinking of Gangle. How close we were. In that moment, I almost reached out and I wrapped my pillow around my head as I tried to drift off it to sleep. I can still feel Gangle's soft weight leaning against me as sleep finally overtakes me. Yeah. Day 3 complete. 2 days to go. I wake up the next morning. For a moment, I enjoy the bliss of waking up before my alarm. That's until I remember the events of last night. Kane, I can't believe he popped up in Gangle's room, just as we were about to. I'm taken out of my thoughts by a gentle knocking at my door.
Hey, Shadow, are you ready to walk to school with me?
I jump out of my bed and pull my uniform on, checking myself in the mirror and running a hand through my hair to comb my bedhead from last night. I pull open the door to see Gangle waiting for me. Sure thing, Gangle, let's get going. She hooks one of her ribbons into the crook of my arm, wrapping it around my forearm before her hand nestles into mine. Aww.
Did you sleep well?
She looks up at me smiling. Yeah. I've never seen Gangle happier than she is right now.
Good, because we have a lot more to watch. If we're going to keep hanging out, we're going to improve your art. We gotta get caught up on all the good anime.
All of them?
We've only scratched the surface. You need to watch Assault on Big Man, Bandito Do Wop, and Green Line.
I turn to her. I actually wanted to talk about last night. She looks up to me, still smiling, though she looks a little shy. We begin to walk, cool 4A rushing past us as we step into the full morning. I don't know if Gangle can get cold, but she leans closer to me, wrapping her arm tighter around mine. I can feel her mask against my cheek. Every point where we touch feels like it's on fire. Damn!
What about last night?
She asked, still smiling. Was everything we did? I paused, trying to find my words. All right with you? She looks genuinely confused.
I liked it.
Her expression clouds, her smile fading into an uncertain look.
Was it okay with you?
I stiffen up, nodding. For a few moments, I was scared I had overstepped with Gangle. She normally is so shy, she doesn't even want anyone to see her art. But when we were alone, she just seemed so comfortable moving fast with me. As Gangle keeps looking at me, her confused look threatening to break into a frown, I look down at her. I like it too, Gangle. I give her a reassuring nod. She smiles back. It's a more fragile smile than earlier, but she doesn't look like she's at risk of bursting into tears anymore. Aw, I was thinking maybe
tonight we could spend more time together.
I pause before we step through the entrance. Out there we have more privacy. Oh look at this art. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Looking down at Gangle, the breath leaves my lungs as I realize just how cute she is. She's adorable. This is how much I have come to care about her. I can feel the blood rushing to my ears as I look down at her. That sounds great, Gangle. I really like that too. She smiles and runs a little circle around me before nuzzling her mask against my chest again.
Good, I want to spend a lot of time watching anime with you. And eating snacks together.
I try to hide the very apparent heat rising to my face. Oh shit. Let's get to homeroom. Gangle smiles and nods happily. Yeah. Still we enjoy each other's company as we enter the school, arms intertwined. We ascend the main stairwell at a snail's pace. When we finally enter class, it's more than a few minutes late. Nobody takes notice of us getting in late though. Neither of us can suppress quiet giggles as we take our seats. Sybil notices. What has you two so happy?
Oh, nothing.
Gangle blushes as she flashes me a smile. We just really enjoyed the anime we watched last night. I blush too as I cast a glance back at Gangle's way. Cool. They don't seem to be interested. Okay. Class flies as Gangle and I exchange notes and art. The bell for lunch rings.
Hey Shadow, do you want to get lunch and hang out in the dorms?
A good place as any to pass time with Gangle. We both pick up some food and meet up at the school entrance.
Ready?
Ready? We step out into the midday autumn air, which is a bit less crisp than the morning or evening air. The walk to the dorms is long enough for my food to keep cool off a bit, but I hardly notice as Gangle and I keep exchanging glances. We made it to a room soon enough and take seats on the same pillows from last night. In fact, the room looks almost the exact same as when Kane interrupted us last night.
So Shadow, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Gangle asked between bites of lunch. Aren't we going to go back to school and help Sybil put up the last of the art? Gangle rubs the tips of her ribbons together, giggling.
Oh yeah,
She looks into my eyes.
we don't have to worry about that.
What you talking about? What? Gangle looks away from me.
I sort of told Sybil to.
She pauses. The next words that come out of her mouth come out in a rush, as if she's afraid she'll stop mid-sentence.
I told Sybil to forget about the art for the culture festival.
She turns her gaze back to me. Even her laughter is uncertain. But why? We worked so hard. I was really excited to share our art with the school.
Well, Shadow, nothing we did was that good. Besides, didn't you say you weren't that proud of your own art?
I did say that, but I just meant compared to Gangle and Sybil's art. I didn't mean I was ashamed of it. We spent all week working on it, Gangle. What are we going to do all day?
Well, I was thinking.
She looks up at me again, nervous.
We could just.
She pauses, then continues in a voice so delicate and uncertain it feels like her words would be carried off by a stiff breeze.
Stay in and watch anime all day?
I can't deny the appeal of the idea, but is it really right to abandon our art project? After the rest of our class worked so hard on their part of the culture fair, well, except Jax. Save? Maybe it's the same here, like, we should go back and put our art up.
Shadow! Hurry to Sybil, we aren't going!
I shake my head. Gangle, I know you're not confident right now, but we both worked really hard. I want to go back and I hope you come with me. I finish my food and stand up. Gangle shrinks into herself for a few moments. I'm sure she isn't going to follow me. But as I begin to leave, I feel her ribbon wrap around my wrist.
Oh, okay, I'll go back with you. But you have to tell them it's your idea to put art up.
She sniffles.
I'm too embarrassed to talk to them about it.
I give her a gentle smile. Well, we'll tell them together. I glance down at my wacky watch. Lunch is almost over. I pull Gangle along with me as we run back to the school. Sybil is waiting in the lobby and doesn't look too happy to see either of us. Shadow, Gangle, good of you to show up. What the heck was it? What the hell was that text earlier? Gangle looks away.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Zubul. We both got a little stage fright as the festival got near and sent an impulsive message. Gangle and I really want to present our art. Please let us get it from the art studio. This is true, Gangle. Gangle nods wordlessly. Fine. Get them to me quick. I barely have time to put them up. I nod. Gangle and I rush to the art studio. As we collect our art and get ready to head back to the lobby, I turn to Gangle. Gangle, how would you feel about putting up our art?
But no way! If someone sees me putting my art up my art and makes fun of it, I think I'll never be happy again.
I can't rush this. It's going to be baby steps with Gangle. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel so strongly about spending time with Gangle, about making her happy. That means being patient, even when it comes to improving. So an idea comes to me. What if we swap art?
What?
If you put up my art, you can tell the other students you're just putting up a friend's art. And I can put up your art so you don't have to be nervous about what other people say.
That could work.
Good. Fantastic. We return to Zubul, who still doesn't look too happy. It took longer than I was hoping. Just give me the art. Zubul, wait. What? Gangle and I want to help put up art. Really? Yep, I'm going to put up Gangle's art and she's going to put mine up. Cool, thanks for the help. Let's get to work. Getting to work is exactly what we do. Splitting up to cover as much of the school as possible in our posters. I put up Gangle's amazing art and hope nobody is looking too close at my chicken scratch and stick figures. Every once in a while, Gangle and I cross paths and we exchange shy smiles before continuing. By the time we finished, the school has been covered in art celebrating the culture festival. Yeah, are you cultured in the Mona Lisa? Let's go. Oh, these are art with abstraction that symbolizes abstraction. There's a rose. Come to the culture fair with stickman people. Food. Join us culture festival with Pomni and Zubul and here's Ragatha. I like it. Oh, here's the hand. Fair. Lol. We meet back in the stairwell. Way to my surprise, Principal Kane is waiting. What the flip? Excellent work, students. He twirls his cane. I have never seen such school spirit in all my years of being principal. You've only been principal for like 6 months. Not important. What is important What is important that you all have earned a reward. Just for today, I'll be designing a third location for you to all visit. Zubul turns it back to Kane. I'm good. Kane's jaw... Kane's jaw drops. Seriously, Zubul? Zubul shoots him an annoyed look before walking off. Kane shrugs. I guess this is a normal interaction between them? Oh wait, I guess this is a normal interaction between them? Well, can I entice you two with anything?
Well, I've always wanted to go to a May cafe.
Nice. A May cafe? I guess I should have guessed from her anime fixation, but I'm still surprised. What do you say, Shadow? Have you two made up your mind? Oh fuck, I freaking love it. Freaking pun, love it. I appreciate the pun, I really appreciate it, yes. Yeah, Principal Kane, thanks for the offer. Not to worry. Now come on, you two, make some cinema magic. The audience at home is rooting for you too. Whatever that means. Colors whirl around us as the world seems to become ephemeral. We spawned inside a quaint cafe. Both Gangle and I in completely new outfits just for the occasion. Did Kane change her clothes? The interior of this small cafe is lined with light pink wallpaper, lending to the kawaii aesthetic. Before I even have time to question it, Gangle speaks up.
I always wanted to go to one of those.
Her ribbons are pressed against her face. She is enthralled by the decor as we stand by the entrance. Gangle really is too cute. Yup, that she is. A mannequin in a maid uniform approaches us.
Oh, hi, yo, welcome to Kawaii Maid Cafe, where all your dreams are made real.
Fucking pun, I love it. Another maid pun. I wonder how many of those they'll make. This is what dreams are made of. Lol. Table for two? Gangle nods enthusiastically.
Yep.
She's so entranced by the atmosphere that she takes the lead, taking my hand in hers as the maid leads us to a table.
We're going to seat you with one of our newest staff, so please be patient with them. Okay, we will be.
I nod. I've learned a lot about getting along with others and being patient in the last few days, so I think I can handle whatever comes our way. Still, I couldn't have anticipated what I was about to see. As Gangle looks over the menu, many delicious pastries and types of tea and coffee listed, a familiar figure comes up to us. Except he looks different. More pink? Jax! That's Evil Jax, holy shit. In a maid outfit. Evil Jax, are you serious? I'll be your maid for today. His voice is all wrong too, but I'm not going to let myself get fooled. Jax may have dyed his fur pink and be wearing a maid uniform, but I'll never forget how he tried to bully Gangle a few days ago.
Evil Jax?
Evil Jax? There's a version of Jax that's even worse than the original? I immediately feel my body tensing. Oh shit. I don't know what to expect, but it can't be good. Hey Gangle, I'm glad to see you. Are you enjoying your time here? He's being polite? Gangle, who is this?
Oh, that's Evil Jax.
She waves a ribbon at the shy bunny in the maid uniform.
He's actually very nice, unlike our Jax.
I can't quite keep the skepticism out of my voice. Are you sure? Oh yeah, I promise. I know that Jax can be tough to get along with, but I hope he won't judge me too harshly. Weirdly, he sort of reminds me of Ragatha. Maybe they'd get along. Okay. So, you aren't going to try to bully Gangle or mess with our drinks? Oh no, I would never mess with your order. I really want to make this as pleasant an experience as possible for everyone who comes to Kawaii Maid Cafe. He makes a little heart with his fingers. Lol. Well, he sounds genuine. I hope the kawaii hot cocoa and an order... no. I'll have the kawaii hot cocoa and an order of white kuma macarons. Aren't those usually coconut flavored? I don't like coconut. But I will take the hot chocolate. I love the hot chocolate. I'm obsessed with hot chocolate. Gangle nods in approval.
Good order. I'll have a strawberry milk tea and a bun cake with strawberry frosting and Doki sprinkles.
Yeah, I can see her doing that. Also, I would like a strawberry milkshake, actually, as well. Of course, I'll be right back to pour those for you and with your food order. He leaves us. So Evil Jax is good?
I know it's from an adventure Kane did where we played softball against the evil clones.
Softball?
There was an evil version for all of us.
Except for Gangle. She was kind of replaced with evil Orbsman.
Evil Pomni was really mean and said a lot of curse words. Evil Ragatha spoke in a weird accent and taunted everyone. Evil Zubo was called Bazubo and was kind of stupid. Evil Jax was actually really nice.
She leans in.
Sometimes I wish we could keep Evil Jax and send the real Jax away.
Nah, I want to keep normal Jax and Evil Jax and make them attack. That would be funny. Gangle is not in agreement. He seems really nice. How about Evil Gangle? Gangle looks away.
Oh, Ken didn't want to do an Evil Gangle, I guess. He just had Evil Orbsman.
Orbsman?
He's an NPC from a different adventure.
There she goes, talking about adventures with Kane again. Are those like field trips? I leave it alone. There are some things about this school I just never would ever understand. I nod. Just as Gangle finishes explaining all this to me, Evil Jax comes back to our table.
So, Evil Jax, where did you get the uniform?
Oh, I actually got it from Jax. Are you serious? Jax had a maid uniform? Once he stopped saying really mean things to me that couldn't get past the censor, when I asked for it, he let me keep it. Evil Jax rubs his forearm. Even if he did just sort of throw it at me and call me a rude name. Bruh. We both laugh at the awkward story while Evil Jax smiled nervously down at us. Lol. Gangle is up first. He sets up a cup with boba pearls in it down in front of her, before pulling out a pitcher and slowly pouring into the cup from a great height, occasionally flourishing as he does so. Ooh, he knows how to do this shit. I like that. This looks very artsy as well. Impressively, he doesn't spill a drop. As his strawberry milk tea is filled to the brim, he gently affixes a cute bay-style plastic top and puts a straw in Gangle's drink before setting her bundt cake in front of her. Now for you, Master Shadow. He pulls out a steaming pitcher before putting a mug down in front of me. Again, he twirls as he pours into the mug and doesn't spill a drop. He drops 2 bunny-shaped marshmallows into the drink as he finishes, then puts a tray of macarons in front of me, decorated with cutesy bear faces on them. What's going on with the bears? Why of all things, does it have to be bears? Why not bunnies? Anyway. As he finishes, he presses his hands together and bows. We both applaud the performance. Good job, Evil Jax. Oh, you're too kind. He waves away my praise shyly.
That was really good, Evil Jax.
I'm really glad. I hope you. I'm really glad. I hope you two had a good date. He turns away before either of us can respond. Date?
Yeah.
We are both too shy to attempt eye contact. Gangle drinks her milk tea noisily. I burn my tongue, sipping my hot chocolate before it's too cool. Oh, awful.
Are you okay?
To burn my tongue. Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. There's another period of silence. God, this is so awkward. Gangle, I really like spending time with you. Gangle clears her throat and nods with a shy smile.
Oh, me too, Shadow.
We keep sipping our drinks. Every time our eyes meet, even for a second, we both turn away. I guess we're both too timid to make the first move. But, I mean, some things are worth risking. Gangle, I like you.
What? Shadow? What are you saying all of a sudden?
Well, I've already started. Time to follow through. I guess, what I mean is... Gangle, the time I spent with you this week has been my favorite. From texting you while watching Blue Butler to watching Sun and Exodus in your room.
Shadow, you don't have to...
I mean it. I would accept 100 lectures from Agatha on the appropriate use of the lounge computer if it meant spending more time with you.
Well, I feel the same way.
She says, waving her arms with frantic energy.
Everything we've done together this week.
She tucks her face forward, looking at her shoes, her smile growing even wider.
Even if it was just dealing with Jax or sitting together and watching anime, I really liked every second of it.
Me too. There's so many things I would have never tried without you, like watching anime or trying art, or even going to a maid cafe. You're my favorite person here and I want to keep spending time with you.
Shadow, you've really been there for me this week. You've really stood up for me when I need it.
She pauses.
And even sometimes help me stand up for myself when I need to. So I want to spend as much time as I can with you too.
Gangle and I slowly sip our drinks, talking about anime art and the culture festival tomorrow. All the earlier awkwardness dispelled as we embrace our mutual friendship. We both linger a long time, slowly nibbling at our snacks, even as other patrons are seated and complete their orders. To his credit, Evil Jax never pressures us to finish our meal. He just comes by to take our occasional extra drink order or asks if we want any more snacks. Oh, that's cool. By the time we leave, it's dark outside. I walk Gangle to her dorm.
Shadow, thanks for everything this week. I'm really excited to show the rest of the class our work in the art club with you.
She's so cute. Me too, Gangle. Even if you're definitely the better artist.
You're still pretty good, Shadow.
We both know it's a lie, but I appreciate it anyways. Well, either way, I'm excited to go to the culture fair with you tomorrow. To myself, I resolve to confess my true feelings to her tomorrow. We finally arrived to her room's door.
Well, this is good night, isn't it, Shadow?
I nod. I don't want this night to end, but we need to be well rested for tomorrow. Good night, Gangle. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
You too, Shadow. Sweet dreams.
You too. With that, Gangle slowly closes the door. I head back to my dorm, satisfied with the night's events. By the time I change into my PJs and crawl into bed, Gangle has already sent me a picture chat of herself, making a heart with her flexible ribbon arms, smiling. Yaw! This is so cute, man.
Can't wait to see you tomorrow, Shadow.
Me too, Gangle. Thank you for spending tonight with me.
Thank you for making me go back and put my heart up. I was feeling really bad, and I don't know what I would have done if you didn't talk me into putting my art up. Sleepy time, we have a big day tomorrow.
I'm excited to spend all my time I can with Gangle. The happy thoughts carry me into a restful sleep. Day 4 complete. Yay! Last day. When I wake up the next morning, I pull my uniform on straight away and prepare myself for the culture fair. I open the door and Gangle's already waiting for me.
Ready to go, Shadow?
She offers me her hand. I take it and we walk to school together as we prepare for the culture festival. As we walk up, we are greeted by our class representative. Shadow, Gangle, you made it! She says as if it were a pleasant surprise instead of what Principal Kane expected of every student in our class.
Yep, we're here, Agatha.
I had Kane set up a store for the art club. You guys can head right there. She beams at us before moving away to greet other students.
Guess it's time to go to a store, huh, Shadow?
I nod. Guess it is. When we get to the store, a crowd of students has already formed. Some of Gangle's art has been pinned to different parts of the store. A few drawings even hang from the front of the store. I have a few pieces of art on the store as well, but it's clear they're mostly out of pity. Damn.
What? There's so many people.
She turns to me.
Come on, Shadow, we tried. Let's just go back to the dorms and watch anime.
Somehow I feel like Ragtha wouldn't like that. Or more worryingly, Kane. I shake my head. Gangle, we said we'd help with the culture festival. We have to take care of the store we were assigned.
Shadow, those people. I didn't sign up for this.
I take a deep breath and puff out my chest. Maybe not, Gangle. I put my hands on her shoulders. When Purple Ranger found out he was secretly piloting his mom, did that stop him from foiling Colonel Bad Dad's evil plans?
No.
When Chris needed him, did Sebastian get shy and run away from all those mafiosos who were trying to destroy the Hampton 5 Estate?
No.
When Uzumaki Ninja had to face off against Orphan Ninja, did he ever stop believing in it?
Uzumaki Ninja would never stop believing in it. That's what Uzumaki Ninja does. He believes in it.
I nod. Now, are you ready to face your adoring fans and help run the Odd Killer booth? She nods, her confidence restored.
It's time to sell some art.
And that is just what we do. A small crowd forms around the booth. Everyone is clamoring for Gangle's art. Some of them even offering above the price we're selling prints for to outbid other students. I even get a few people pity buying my art. Jeez. After a couple of hours, we're both exhausted, but we've also sold all of the art we made for the festival. Principal Kane himself pops up, looking at the jar of money we have made, accompanied by his trusted companion Bubble. Excellent work, Shadow and Gangle. You've made enough money that we can keep the lights on at the school for another season. That was the concern? But of course, now that all the school is sold, it's time for the best part of the Culture Festival. Walk about the festival grounds. He gestures to the jar of money again. Feel free to spend any of the Kane tokens, trademarked or non-trademarked, that you have been paid in to get the tasty treat while you tour the. Feel free to spend any of the Kane tokens non-trademarked that you have been paid in to get a tasty treat while you tour the Culture Festival. If those are his own Kane tokens, then how will they help him keep the lights on? Have fun, you two!
That's right. Have some wholesome legal fun.
Lol. With that, they'll leave us in peace.
So, Shadow,
She looks away.
want to check out the festival,
I would love to tour the festival with you, Gangle. I cut her off.
Good, let's go then.
She offers a hand, or a ribbon or whatever. We get various Japanese street foods, all of which Gangle knows by name.
Oh, Shadow.
She points at a stall selling dumplings covered in eel sauce and mayonnaise with squirming flakes atop of them. What the heck? Okay.
They have takoyaki. We have to get some.
Then just say takoyaki. I love takoyaki. I nod and hand the vendor a couple of Kane tokens. I pop one in my mouth as I hand the basket of dumplings to Gangle. It's chewy and savory, and more than a little fishy, but I like it. Freaking love takoyaki.
It's so good.
Gangle stuffs her face before noticing another stall selling fish-shaped pastries.
Oh, takoyaki. We have to get those too.
And nod, shelling out a few more Kane tokens. We each get a fish pastry. I really would like to try one of those at some point. Despite its shape, the bread is like pastry dough and is filled with a sweet bean paste. Bean paste? What?
Oh, Kane really went all out.
She has a few crumbs at the edges of her mouth. Thoughtlessly, I reach over and brush the crumbs from her mouth.
Shadow, did you just...
Sorry, I just sort of automatically... We avert our gazes from another, traveling in awkward silence until Gangle seizes my wrist.
A ramen stall! Please?
As if I could say no to her. I fish out the last of our Kane tokens and we both get big bowls of ramen. We take a seat at an empty table. Despite the fact it's being prepared on a portable stove and the noodles are from an instant ramen packet, the ramen is delicious. I can't help but slurp the noodles, and Gangle follows suit. The ramen is delicious, the broth is rich and salty, and each one even comes with half a hard-boiled egg in it to simulate a ramen egg. Nice! Despite the fact we both got large bowls, we finish in a few minutes.
Can we get another?
I turn out my pockets to show her we're out of Kane tokens.
Aww.
As we finish our ramen, a quiet falls over the table. For a few moments we sit here awkwardly. Then, I remember, It was one thing I really wanted to ask Gangle. Something that has been on my mind ever since we hung out in a room and watched anime. Gangle?
Yeah, Shadow?
My mouth immediately dries up, but it's now or never. I like you.
What?
Like, I like you, like, more than a friend.
Shadow? I was really hoping you would say that.
I feel like a weight is lifted off my shoulders as Gangle leans forward.
I don't know how, or exactly when, but sometime when we were hanging out,
I put my hands on hers. Me too, Gangle. She leans forward.
You know, if it's okay, I'd like to kiss you.
She asks sheepishly.
Yeah.
I like that, Gangle. She leans forward, and I meet her from my half of the table. Yo! Oh my god. Our lips meet in the middle. Her mask is warm against my lips. She sighs, giving the kiss her all. Damn! Alright.
Shadow.
We part for only a moment before sinking into another kiss. Oh jeez! Then another, and another. Some of the other students don't mind, but most of them move away. Damn! And it's fucking Jax. Mario! Oh, puke. Leave them alone, I think they're cute together. Zubo grabs one of Jax's ears. Ow! What she is, Zubo? They're sensitive. We're leaving, bunny boy. Freaking everyone is just dropping in. Go, Gangle and Shadow. Pomni cheers us on in the distance. My PDA is technically against school regulation, but as long as you two are happy, I think I can let this one slide. Bruv. After several kisses, we finally part.
That was amazing, Shadow. I'm so happy you feel the same.
Me too, Gangle. Just then, Gangle's wacky watch buzzes.
Oh no! I almost forgot.
What?
Well, me and the other students are going to meet on the rooftop tonight for fireworks. Do you want to come as my date?
I smile back. Nothing would me make happier, Gangle.
Good, let's go back. I have to get changed for the white fireworks.
I nod and we head back, hand in hand. When I get back to my room, I see Kane has put out a plain green yukata for me. Why does it have to be green? Why? Okay, there's also a tag. I mean self-voicing.
Self-voicing disabled.
Shut up. Congratulations on making friends and growing close with Gangle, Shadow. Consider this a gift in recognition of your skills as a true friend. And maybe more. Just remember to keep things PG, my precious little pinwheel. Huh. I change into the yukata and meet Gangle outside of her room. Aww. You look beautiful, man. Like, cute and beautiful at the same time, sort of.
Ready?
I nod and take her hand. You're coming with me! On the rooftop, all our friends are already waiting for us. Glad to see you two here.
Good to see you too, Zubo.
Zubo turns to me. Don't mess things up with her, Shadow, or I'll kick your ass. Oh my god. But fair though.
Zubo?
Just kidding, have fun, you guys. But seriously, Shadow, be a good partner to Gangle. I nod. Okay, I will, Zubo. Good. Good talk, Shadow. You two look so cute together.
Ragatha?
Well, it's true. Yeah, seriously, you two are sweet. I'm glad you ended up together, Shadow and Gangle.
Well, thanks.
Ragatha and Pomni smile as they leave us in peace. We all talk until the sun goes down and the stairwell's door opens. It's Kingo. And he also has a green yukata. Does everyone have a green yukata except for Jax? Are you serious? Did someone say fireworks? I'm pretty sure nobody did. But it does seem like a good time for them. Kingo gingerly sets down a series of fireworks. Don't try this at home, Kingo says before setting off the fireworks. Blues, greens, reds, and oranges streak across the sky. but the entire time I can't keep my eyes off of Gangle. Yeah. And Jax is just next to Ragatha. Pomni also next to Ragatha, Kinger and Zubo, and Gangle. My time in the school has been pretty hectic, but the one consistent has been Gangle, who has been a good friend, the person I go to when I want to relax, and my partner in making the culture festival a success.
Hey, Shadow. I'm really glad we met. I like you a lot. I'm really happy you joined our class.
Me too, Gangle. With time, more and more of my memories returned. We still haven't found a way out of the school yet, or back to our lives before. But no matter what the future holds for us in this digital escape, I know I can face it with Gangle.
Finish.
Okay, there you have it, folks. I hope you guys liked the story of Gangle's route. If you guys want me to do someone else, someone specific, let me know. We already have done Jax, and we just finished Gangle, so yeah, let me know if you want anyone else specifically, or if you even want more content from this game. Anyway, I'll see you guys in another stream or video. I hope you liked it, and please leave your comments about any recommendations or requests or anything. See you guys later, little cupcakes. Shout out now.